kind of how I got in trouble in the first place. I was handed a leaflet that said, eat these foods, and I ran with it. 2.5 years, I'd lost 75 pounds. But unfortunately, I didn't necessarily feel that differently about myself and my body and my place in the world around me. Hi, my name is Nichole. I'm a client of Josh Perry's. I initially reached out to Josh because I had been on a keto journey of my own for about 2.5 years and had pretty substantial success, but I kind of fell into this world sort of haphazardly. I feel like I was kind of handed a leaflet and it said, eat these foods and that's what you need. And so I did that for quite some time, and I like I said, had some pretty substantial success, but I felt like I just had gotten to a point where I was sort of stuck, and I felt like I just needed a little additional help. I had been following Josh on Instagram for a while since getting into the keto world, and it was very clear and evident to me that he was, an expert in this field. And so I reached out and just thought, hey, maybe we could have a consultation. And so we did. As we kind of got into everything and he was explaining his process, he explained that he does a mindset piece of this first before you get into nutrition and fitness. And he was explaining that the reason for that is because, I think his quote is, you can't build on sand. And that really resonated with me right away because I had just experienced this, right? Like I had been through 2.5 years of being on this health and fitness journey, and did have pretty substantial success. Like I said, 2.5 years, I'd lost 75 pounds. But unfortunately, I didn't necessarily feel that differently about myself and my body and my place in the world around me than I did before I started this whole journey. So it became very clear that there was a piece of this missing. And so when Josh was talking about having a mindset piece of this process and the exercises that we would do, I got really excited because I did feel like while this didn't necessarily go exactly how I expected it, it did go exactly 100% how I needed it to. And so through doing some of the mindset exercises that we've done, I feel like I've made already very quick progress. I feel like I've been able to pick out some pretty profound connections between my reaction patterns and behavior patterns through some of his exercises. That's even sparked some realizations about some physical behaviors that I performed that I really wasn't aware that I was doing. And so that's been a really great piece. And Josh's whole process or thought process on this is that, thoughts can be changed. And so the idea is if you have a thought or a notion or a preconceived idea, limiting belief, negative emotion, in your head, that can be changed, and you can operate rather from a source of pain or suffering, you can operate from a sense of joy or empowerment. And so that's been really profound for me, and the exercises that we've done, I feel like I'm making really great progress to being able to come close to that. And so I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to continuing to work together. I do feel like that Josh is a truly genuine person and that he has committed his life to helping others. And it's clear and evident in working with him. He's very compassionate and he's extremely responsive. He uses an app where you can text back and forth, ask questions, check in, share concerns. And so you do truly feel like you're not alone and you are really being coached one-on-one. It's been a very powerful experience for me in just a short amount of time, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this develops and how this goes. I really enjoy several things about Josh's process, but one of them is that he gives you a lot of supplemental reading so you can kind of get insight into this process and how everything works. I also really enjoy that this is more, it's one-on-one coaching. It 100% is, but it's almost sort of like a one-on-one course that you take that has a mindset piece, that has a nutrition piece, that has a fitness piece. And like I said, we haven't gotten through everything yet, but I'm so looking forward to it because I feel like that's kind of how I got in trouble in the first place. Was, like I said, I was handed a leaflet that said, eat these foods, and I ran with it. I didn't really know what I was doing, how it was reacting in my body. And so this is the piece of this that I'm really looking forward to getting into, but I have thoroughly enjoyed the course up until this point, because it is something where, you know, you get out of it what you put into it. And I have been thoroughly impressed thus far, and I look forward to seeing what's to come.